Hello guys, what is up? Above Ordinary here with another build tutorial, and Des is not with me right now. He's kind of been off playing Skyrim recently, but today I'm going to do another build tutorial. This should be build tutorial 3, showing you guys how to make a Hobbit Hole. And let's do time, set, and date. There we go. And it isn't going to be exactly like this because the whole idea of a Hobbit hole is to be as organic looking as possible, and so that's what I was going for here, and that's what I'm going to be going for in a couple minutes. But what you're going to need for this build is primarily just dirt, honestly. If you want, you can make it grass, and oh geez, I'm getting really weird frame rates today. If you want, you can make it grass, and using a silk touch pick to get it. Wonder what's going on. That's very strange. But so let's get started with the doorway. The doorway is the absolute hardest part. It is going to be an odd number, and it is always going to be open like this unless you create a piston mechanism to close it, which I might eventually end up doing and showing you guys later in the video if I remember. If I don't just post in another video saying that I didn't do that, and I will try to make one for you. But so we'll start out here with the door. Make sure I get myself enough room. Actually, I'm gonna build one like this. There. Okay, so we're gonna go 1, 1, and then build the frame 3 tall. 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to go ba-bam and a ba-bam. Then you have this circular looking doorway. Once again, that's these posts. And then this one. Oop, whoops. Dang it. This one. This one. And then this one. And that one. Oop. Dang it. And that one. I do apologize if I cough during this video. I'm really sick. And then we're just going to make sure we have everything there. Okay, we do. And then we're going to go bam, bam, like that, so that way sometimes it's hard to walk into this doorway if you don't do it right, so I put this there just to make it easier. And then we're going to start actually we'll make the door frame just a little bit wider, and then we'll go bam, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, like this. It doesn't have to be perfect, this is just the frame that I like to start out with. And then we're going to go 1, and 2, like this. It doesn't need to be perfect, it's just the general shape, and then we'll be sculpting it more later. I think that's yeah, that's about the same size. And then we're going to go do about the same here. Let's just do 2. Oh, I did 2 over there, so let's do 3 over here, and then we'll do 3. Oh, man, why am I getting such a weird frame rate today? And then we'll do something like this. So we'll get the general shape. That looks big enough. That looks good. And then we're just going to cap it off here. Nothing special. Yeah. Make sure you put a couple blocks overlaying this frame, otherwise it just looks odd and looks like it sticks out. So I would put blocks like that, make it look a little bit uneven. Try and break up some of the symmetry, because right now we're trying to make this look like terrain generation, which is kind of like what they do in the movies. They use the terrain to build off of, and actually you can just do this design inside of an existing hill, or put it at the edge of a hill and have like this here and then a hill on top, and that will help with your space issue, because this in here is a little bit small. You can't really make a Hobbit mansion unless you build it in a mountain, but then that really looks kind of weird. But right now we're just going to be making the floor, and and then you can use slabs just because they're less resource intensive. This house I really like because it's basically 90% dirt, and then the rest is spruce, and then whatever you want to do on the inside is, I guess, your call. And so you can make these really early on in your survival world, which is very, very nice because they look really good, and they don't take a lot of time at all, and they don't take a lot of resources. So if you use planks, or slabs, moreover, you can get more for your money. There, and then there. You don't have to place the torches in the same spot I am. I'm just doing it to do it. And then we're going to break this up a little bit. Usually you don't see a wall of 2 blocks tall. So what I like to do is just go around it the first time and break things up generally. And then we can change it and make it look better just a little bit later. And so right now you should have something looking to this extent. Basically just trying to flatten everything out and smoothen everything out to make it look okay. We're just going to finish this up really fast. I do apologize for the frame skipping. I'm not entirely sure why that's happening. I'll have to look into it after this. So you have this basic shape. I suggest putting one small layer onto here to break up just the top area, make it look a little bit more natural. There, that looks like it's good. And then we'll have to break this up. And right now this is basically your preference. You can pretty much put blocks wherever you feel like, and they almost always end up looking good. So, ooh, I need to break that up. I suggest not doing this, where you have the corners all like that. That looks really, really strange. So if you want to pull one of these out, like this, it'll look okay. Or if you want to take some back, you can. So, flattening. Ooh, that's good. Huh. That's too repetitive. Okay. Okay, and sometimes you can go in like that. It really doesn't matter. You can go in or expand out like what I'm doing. I find that a little bit of both tend to work really well. And sometimes it makes your interior look a little bit wacky, but this isn't meant to be perfect. And this is a very hard build for people to perfect who are even in the least bit obsessive compulsive, because it's random and it's organic looking and it's not meant to have any rhyme or reason, which is what people like in their builds typically. So there, definitely going to stand out and not going to take much time at all. So there we go. Now we have the basic shape, and what I usually like to do is decorate it with a lot of fauna, or a lot of flora, and maybe some fauna later. And so now what we're going to do is put one tree on top, because that tends to make things look really good. Hopefully we can get a big tree. Okay. I mean, it's not perfect, it's not like that one, but actually, I'm going to try again. See if we can get a big tree. I think you go like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think you can do this. I don't know if it still works. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm just going to make a tube and see if I can get this to spawn a big tree, because the first time I tried it over there, it was a big tree, and then on the FTB server that I played on and well, actually no, it was a different FTB server, but it was hosted by Dez. I made a couple Hobbit holes with golems, and using the Thaumcraft Nitor. Ooh, okay. I think that's a little bit bigger. Using the Thaumcraft Nitor, I was able to make really, really cool lighting, and it was really neat. Definitely something different that no one else had, and that's what I like to do with my builds. So, well, I'll fix the tree later. But now, what we need to do is Let me get out the fences. Oh, the fences are out. Plant a couple trees around here and make it look more natural. If there's any spot, this is a good thing about natural builds. If there's any spot that you think looks doesn't look aesthetically pleasing, you can cover up with a tree and no one will ever notice. And I highly doubt you noticed, but I did that with a couple places over here, and you guys were none the wiser. So, well, I would assume so. Sorry. Now we're just going to spice this up with some grass, which all it takes is some bone meal / time set to 0. And I believe that means we've been going for nearly 10 minutes now. We should be finishing up the exterior, and we can move on to the interior in 1 second. There you go. With just a little bit of bone meal, you can make this place look really nice. Okay. And then what I like to do is take a couple seeds and just plant a very small, really random looking farm. Okay, there we go. And then grow it to add to, I don't know, I guess the more environmental feel. Then fully grow them. You guys don't have to do this. You can wait for them to grow naturally. This is a tutorial, so I'm just going to speed these guys up. And there we have it. Now we are going to, put the fence around it. Very, very simple task. I'm pretty sure you guys can put a fence around this. Let's just do. These little random fence designs are not needed anyway, but they are very cool, and I enjoy doing it, so there we go. It breaks up the monotony of just the fences everywhere, so it's strange, but it's a technique you can use. And we're just going to put it around. And the fence is very, very useful, seeing as you don't have an actual functional door. Especially if you use a fence gate, because zombies can't break fence gates, and spiders cannot fit through that door. So you're pretty much protected, except from skeletons. Skeletons can hurt you pretty easily, seeing as they can shoot in. But I've yet to have a skeleton shoot into my Hobbit hole, as long as you light up everything inside the fence. So you should be good. Boom. And then just finish it off. Oops, no. And then just put a fence gate anywhere in here, and that will do. And that is all for the exterior. Now we are going to be decorating the interior a little bit. Also, putting windows in. Windows are nice. They don't need to have any rhyme or reason, much like the rest of the house. But just throw them in for some light. I'll put one right here. Ooh, that might be weird. There we go. And one right here. Why? Because why not? And then here. Excuse me. And now we're going to be making a desk, probably. So I'm gonna grab oak. Actually, jungle. And then we're going to go aquí, and here, and then have a little itty bitty planter here, and then I don't know where my rose went, but I was supposed to have a rose in my inventory. Then we can have random miscellaneous things stacked up here, so you can, oh yeah, I forgot. You can have bookshelves across here, and a bookshelf, and actually, very random decorating. It doesn't have to look perfect. Maybe a painting or two. I'll put a painting right here. Oh, let's go for Actually, okay, there we go. That looks good. And then we need, you can, jeez, where'd I put the chests? You can put some chests around for storage if it's survival, or you can just take this idea and you can expand and make this little hill a lot bigger hill, and that way you'll have room for your various items, or you can put them together to have multiple rooms, which is what I think I might do at the very end, and show a little clip of multiples of these connected and show you guys what try and mimic the interior from the movie, because I know the interior is a lot more expansive than what I've shown you guys. But anyway, that has been all for the commentary. Hopefully I can do a little bit more for the end. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. I'll be doing more of these build tutorials. Hopefully Des can come, because he's a lot better builder than I am. But yeah, I will see you guys later. Hey guys, I am back. I just wanted to show you real quick the door design that I like the best, and it is this one. It's 6 fence gates that close off like this. Kind of a pain to open up and close every time, but I would just recommend having it open during the day and then just close off one during the night. But that's pretty much all I could think up of. The doors looked really weird, and if you had them set up wrong, they wouldn't, like, you wouldn't be able to pass through them. And I think maybe you could do this, then a skeleton can shoot through, which was the original problem. So I would recommend the Kitty, what are you doing? What are you doing, Kitty? I would recommend doing it like this. And I know I told you guys I'd probably be doing a bigger Hobbit Hole, which is right here. There's like 7 or 8 rooms inside of it, and I decided just to take it and record it and make it into a time lapse, because I figured that would be easier and it'd be cooler for me, because I could be getting a second video out of it. But that should be up on the channel, and I will try my hardest to remember to put, I'm still getting lag, remember to put it up on the channel and put a link to it somewhere in here. But yeah, that has been all, and I know I said my outro in the clip before, so I'm just going to leave it there. Thanks, and see you guys later.